Lately, you may be feeling physical sensations you can't fully explain: sudden warmth, waves of pressure, emotional spikes, intuitive flashes, or shifts in your energy that seem to appear out of nowhere. A part of you knows these changes are meaningful, but you're unsure what they are or why they're happening. This uncertainty creates confusion, doubt, and the feeling that something is unfolding inside you that you're not yet able to interpret. In today's video, we will decode these experiences by revealing the physical signs that appear in the divine feminine body when the divine masculine begins his awakening. Your body is not reacting randomly, it is responding to the energetic shifts happening in your shared soul field. We will guide you through what these signs mean, why they intensify during the current cosmic alignments, and how they confirm that the separation phase is breaking. By the end of this video, your confusion will turn into clarity. You will understand your body as a spiritual receiver, a living indicator of your twin flames transformation. You will learn to trust what you feel, recognize the masculine's awakening through your own physical alignment, and move through this stage with confidence instead of doubt. This understanding will change the way you experience your connection from this moment on. Section 1. The first sign: unexplained weight loss. There is a moment on this path that catches almost every divine feminine by surprise. A moment so physical, so sudden, and so undeniable that you cannot dismiss it as coincidence. It is the first major signal your body sends when your divine masculine finally begins stepping into the reality of his awakening. Unexplained, unintentional weight loss. Not the kind that comes from dietary changes. Not the kind that follows a strict routine, a detox, or a shift in habits. This is a release that seems to happen on its own. You eat normally, sometimes even more than usual, yet your body grows lighter, slimmer, and less dense, as if something inside you is dissolving without your permission. This is not physical metabolism. This is energetic alchemy in motion. What is truly happening beneath the surface is that your divine masculine is beginning to purge the heavy, inherited burdens he has carried for lifetimes, the emotional repression he was taught to normalize, the layers of fear he was conditioned to suppress, the generational trauma that calcified inside his energy field, the ego attachments he once believed were necessary for survival. As he releases these internal structures, not just mentally, but spiritually and cellularly, your body becomes the direct mirror of his liberation. The weight leaving your form is not just biological mass, it is symbolic density. The density of separation, the density of resistance, the density of stories that no longer match the frequency of who both of you are becoming. Your body, the intuitive compass of the divine feminine, reads his transformation instantly. You might wake up one morning and feel lighter in places that once felt tight or swollen. Your abdomen may seem flatter without trying. Your face may look brighter, softer, as if the muscles themselves have relaxed. Even your clothes may fit differently in a way that seems almost surreal. This is your physical vessel recalibrating to a new timeline. It is responding to the energetic truth rising within him. He is letting go. He is clearing space. He is preparing to rise. And as he rises, you feel it. You may notice a subtle shift in how you carry yourself. Movement becomes easier, walking feels smoother, and there is a new sense of mobility in your joints and muscles. The heaviness you used to feel after emotional triggers begins to fade. Your steps feel more buoyant, almost as if gravity itself has loosened its grip on you. This is not imagination. This is resonance. Your body is preparing to hold a higher spiritual current, the current of recognition, reunion, and energetic union. His awakening initiates your purification. His courage unlocks your lightness. His release becomes your release. In these moments, pay close attention to how your body responds emotionally and energetically. You may experience a mixture of relief, excitement, and even a strange sense of clarity in the mind and heart. These sensations are evidence that your nervous system is adjusting to a new vibrational template, one that matches the frequency he is stepping into. What you are experiencing is not random. It is not accidental. It is not merely physical. It is the first physical proof that the bond between you is active, alive, and awakening. So, if you have been noticing your body lighten without trying, if you have watched the scale drop, your clothes loosen, or your form feel freer. Understand this. Your divine masculine is releasing what once held both of you in cycles of separation. His liberation is becoming your transformation. To anchor this shift and affirm your readiness to rise into this higher frequency together, type the word lightness in the comments below. Your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. Before we move into the next sign, I invite you to pause and truly sit with what your body has been trying to tell you. Have you noticed yourself feeling lighter without effort, shedding physical or emotional weight in ways you can't logically explain? These shifts are never random. They are messages, gentle but powerful confirmations that your connection is evolving on a level deeper than the mind can grasp. Take a breath, tune into your body, and reflect on the changes it has been whispering to you. If this resonates, I would love to hear your experience in the comments below, or simply anchor your truth by typing, "I rise with lightness." Section 2. Altered sleeping patterns and nighttime vigilance. One of the clearest, most immediate, and often most confusing signs that your divine masculine has entered the deeper chambers of his awakening is the sudden transformation of your sleep cycle. Nights that once felt predictable begin shifting into unfamiliar patterns. You may find yourself wide awake at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., or even later, your mind alert even though your body feels tired. Minutes stretch into hours, and no amount of meditation, breathing exercises, or rituals seem to coax you into sleep. This is not insomnia. This is not anxiety. This is energetic synchronization in its purest, rawest form. When the divine masculine begins his internal unraveling, he does not do it during the brightness of day. He does it at night, in the silence, in the hours when the world stops demanding things from him. These are the moments when the noise finally breaks open inside his soul and the truth he has been running from begins to surface. In these late hours, he is not simply thinking. He is rebuilding himself from the inside out. He revisits old memories. He questions his choices. He evaluates who he has become versus who he is meant to be. He confronts the shadows he spent years avoiding, because the masculine's deepest evolution always begins in darkness before rising into light. And because your souls share a unified field, your body cannot help but respond. His internal storm becomes a vibration your physical vessel picks up instantly. The divine feminine is the intuitive half of the connection, the one who feels what he processes long before he fully understands it. So while he is dismantling old beliefs, clearing karmic debris, and receiving higher guidance, your body remains awake not out of worry or imbalance, but out of spiritual resonance. You stay awake because he cannot yet rest. Your system holds a subtle, silent vigil while he breaks open the walls around his heart. You may notice that your wakefulness has a strange quality to it. You are not anxious, you are not confused. You are simply alert, as if some part of you is listening to a frequency you cannot quite name. You may suddenly feel waves of heat across the chest, tingling across the spine, or a pressure between the brows. These sensations are your body attuning itself to the reconstruction he is undergoing. You are plugged into his transformation in real time. And then, almost without warning, something shifts. At the moment when he reaches a pause in his inner storm, when he gains a small moment of clarity, when he breathes differently, when his heart finally softens after wrestling with his own shadows, your body feels it. Your system loosens, your breath deepens. The weight behind your eyes grows heavy, and only then can you finally fall asleep. But when you do sleep, it is not light or shallow. It is deep, heavy, grounding sleep, the kind that feels like sinking into another world. This is because your physical vessel is integrating the same energetic downloads he has just received. While he processes mentally and spiritually, you process physically and intuitively. Your sleep becomes the anchor that stabilizes the quantum shift happening within the connection. This phenomenon is one of the most profound evidences of shared consciousness between twin souls. It is not psychological. It is not imagined. It is the natural effect of two beings who share one field of truth. His awakening becomes your energetic rhythm. His shadow work reverberates through your nervous system. His breakthroughs regulate your rest. Your body responds because your souls are dancing in the same frequency. These altered sleep cycles are not a disturbance, they are a sign that he is facing himself with courage, a sign that he is receiving higher direction, a sign that his dismantling has begun, and most importantly, a sign that your connection is synchronizing itself to carry both of you into a higher phase of evolution. You are not losing sleep. You are witnessing transformation. Section 3. A surge of focused masculine energy. As the divine masculine moves deeper into his awakening, there comes a moment when the shift becomes undeniable. It arrives with the force of a tectonic movement, subtle yet unmistakably powerful, and it enters your body like a forward-pushing current. Suddenly, you feel a level of drive, clarity, and internal momentum that does not feel like your usual rhythm. Fear begins to dissolve almost instantly. Hesitation, once so familiar, loses its grip. The old patterns of doubt, self-questioning, and emotional looping feel strangely distant, as if they no longer belong to your identity. Instead, you feel sharp, determined, mentally clear, and anchored in a logic-based focus that surprises even you. This powerful transformation is not an accident. It is the direct infusion of awakened divine masculine essence moving through your shared field. His inner structure, once fragmented by fear, confusion, avoidance, or emotional instability, begins knitting itself into form. The awakening masculine becomes decisive, action-oriented, protective of what matters, and deeply committed to truth. His energy organizes, builds, restructures, and aligns. And because you are the feminine counterpart, the intuitive receptor, you feel his rise as if it were happening inside your own nervous system. Where you once felt scattered, you now feel centered. Where you once procrastinated, you now move with purpose. Where you once delayed decisions, you now make them with confidence. Where you once questioned your abilities, you now step directly into your mission. This surge of masculine energy brings something remarkable. Endings that feel clean and beginnings that feel aligned. You stop tolerating what drains you. You stop entertaining distractions. You stop bending your boundaries for others. Instead, you become focused, intentional, and grounded in what truly matters. Long-term plans, which once felt overwhelming or distant, suddenly feel not only achievable but necessary. You begin organizing your life not from fear, but from vision. You feel the pull toward discipline, structure, order, strategy, all reflections of his rising masculine blueprint. This is not a random burst of motivation or a temporary high. It is not a mood swing or a momentary alignment. This is the exact moment your divine masculine steps into full internal authority, the masculine king energy reclaiming his throne. He becomes accountable to his own growth, responsible for his mission, and conscious of the role he is meant to play in this connection. And because your souls are intertwined through a shared energetic field, your entire system absorbs his certainty. You feel what he feels. You rise as he rises. You gain direction as he gains direction. Together, your fields lock into synchronized purpose, a unified momentum that propels you both toward the future you are destined to build. This surge is a sign, one of the clearest and strongest, that union is expanding from the spiritual realm into the physical one. It signals that the two of you are no longer drifting in separate timelines, but actively aligning into the same path, the same clarity, and the same future. If you feel this shift inside your body, the drive, the logic, the clarity, the sudden motivation, acknowledge it with intention. Write "drive" in the comments to affirm this alignment and anchor this awakening into your reality. Imagine this. For weeks, you may have felt unmotivated, scattered, or unable to stay focused on your goals. Tasks piled up. You kept telling yourself you would start tomorrow, but tomorrow never seemed to come. Then suddenly, almost overnight, something shifted inside you. You woke up one morning with an unmistakable sense of direction. You cleaned your space without thinking twice. You organized your work, responded to overdue messages, mapped out your long-term plans, or returned to projects you had abandoned months ago. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you felt clear. Instead of resisting, you leaned in. Instead of doubting yourself, you acted with quiet certainty. That sudden burst of grounded, strategic action was not just motivation. It was your divine masculine stepping into authority within himself and your soul, feeling his transformation as your own. This example is how you know the surge of masculine energy is real, tangible, and already shaping the future you are destined to co-create. Section 4. Heat, internal fire, and physical purging. There comes a powerful phase in the twin flame awakening journey where the bond between you and your divine masculine ignites with such intensity that your physical body begins to register his transformation as heat, not symbolic, heat, but real, tangible, undeniable fire within your system. You may find yourself warming from the inside out, as though a slow-burning flame has been lit beneath your skin. This can manifest as waves of internal fever, sudden temperature spikes, or a kind of radiant heat that seems to glow beneath the surface of your body without any medical reason. It is not illness, it is transmission. When his awakening reaches its deeper layers, the divine masculine enters a phase of purification where his soul begins to burn through years, sometimes lifetimes of accumulated heaviness. This includes societal conditioning that taught him to suppress emotion, emotional repression that closed his heart, shame that silenced his truth, karmic debris stored in his energetic field, and trauma imprinted into the subconscious mind. As he releases these compacted layers, they do not simply disappear. They must exit through the shared energetic field between you. And because you, the divine feminine, are the intuitive receiver, the more open, spiritually attuned, and energetically sensitive counterpart, your body becomes the primary clearing vessel for this purge. This is why your skin may suddenly react when everything appears normal in your daily life. You might notice unexplained rashes, redness, hive-like flare-ups, itchy patches, or allergic reactions that seem to come out of nowhere. The skin is the outermost layer of the energetic body. It becomes the physical valve where trapped heat, stagnant emotions, and purging energies seek release. What feels like irritation on the surface is actually the energetic pressure leaving the system. Many divine feminines report feeling as if their body is flushing itself from the inside, a sacred detox that does not follow logical patterns. The heat may intensify at night, during emotional processing, or when he has a breakthrough, a breakdown, or a moment of sudden spiritual clarity. You may even sense the heat in specific parts of the body: the chest, where his heart chakra is expanding; the throat, where he is learning to speak his truth; the solar plexus, where he is reclaiming his power; or the lower chakras, where instability, fear, and old wounds are burning away. This is not a sign that something is wrong. This is a sign that everything is being cleared. Your discomfort becomes evidence that his soul is in the fire, releasing, shedding, burning away the remnants of the version of himself that could not love, could not show up, could not choose connection. Every burst of heat is a transmission. Every wave of fever is his internal walls collapsing. Every patch of irritated skin is an energetic exit point for the emotional density he can no longer carry. It may feel overwhelming or even frightening at times, especially if you do not yet understand the spiritual mechanics at play. But beneath the surface of these sensations, something profoundly sacred is happening. Your body's physical and energetic are aligning through purification. He is clearing himself of the last layers of distortion, and you are helping release them through your vessel. You are not suffering. You are transmuting. You are not being harmed. You are witnessing the final stage of his awakening, expressed through the most sensitive instrument you possess, your divine feminine body. If you are feeling the heat, the fire, or the purge, you are not alone. This is one of the most significant markers that the separation cycle is dissolving and the masculine is stepping into the self he was always meant to be. If you have made it this far into the message, it means your soul is resonating at a level far beyond surface understanding. You are not just listening, you are remembering, recognizing, and awakening to the truth of your own journey. Take a moment to breathe into what your body has been showing you. Reflect on the heat, the purging, the shifts you've experienced, and allow yourself to honor how far you've come. I invite you to share your story in the comments, even a single moment, a memory, a sensation, because your experience may be the guiding light someone else needs. And if you prefer something simple yet powerful, type, "I honor my purification to seal this affirmation into your path. Section 5. The urge to cut hair, severing the past. Among all the physical signs that emerge during his awakening, one of the most symbolic and emotionally charged is the sudden, powerful impulse to cut your hair. This urge often arrives without warning. You may be going about your day, feeling relatively stable, when an intense inner pull rises from deep within, a push so strong, so unmistakable, that you find yourself reaching for scissors or scheduling a haircut before you even fully understand why. It can be especially shocking if you deeply identify with your long hair, if it has been your comfort, your identity, your femininity, your grounding, or even your shield. For many divine feminines, this impulse is triggered by something small on the surface: sudden tangling, unexpected breakage, dryness, or damage that feels out of character. But beneath these physical triggers lies a much deeper spiritual mechanism. It is not about the hair itself, it is about what the hair represents. Hair is one of the body's greatest energetic archives. It holds memory. It stores emotional residue. It carries the imprint of past experiences. It retains the energetic fingerprints of old relationships, old versions of you, and old timelines you have long outgrown. In many ancient cultures, hair was treated as sacred. It was believed to store spiritual information, karmic impressions, and even emotional patterns. Cutting it was never seen as a superficial act. It was a ritual of release, a shedding of identity, a severing of attachments, a symbolic rebirth. So when you feel a sudden, almost uncontrollable urge to cut your hair, it is rarely a coincidence. It is a spiritual reaction to his transformation. Your divine masculine is in the process of severing ties with the life that once confined him: outdated identities, unhealthy dynamics, karmic contracts, and emotional burdens he has carried for years. As he steps into a higher level of maturity and surrender, as he releases the version of himself shaped by fear, ego, and survival, the cord between you vibrates with the force of that shift. And because your energy is the receptive channel, his inner decision manifests physically through your body. Your urge to cut your hair is his soul saying, "I am done with the past. I am ready to shed who I used to be." The moment you cut it, whether it is a dramatic chop or a subtle trim, there is often a strange emotional aftershock. You may feel a brief wave of regret, sadness, or confusion. It may feel like a part of you has been lost, or like you are suddenly sitting in the empty space of a version of yourself you no longer recognize. But this regret is not a warning. It is the echo of the old cycle collapsing, a final ripple of the identity you are leaving behind. Your hair was holding memories that were no longer aligned with your destiny. When those strands fall away, so do the energetic signatures attached to them. You are not losing anything. You are releasing what cannot travel forward into the next chapter. This moment is a mirror of the divine masculine's transformation. His readiness to detach, his willingness to evolve, his courage to walk away from the life that kept him distant, his maturity in choosing alignment over comfort. When he lets go internally, you feel it externally. So, if you have recently felt the urge to cut your hair, or have already done so, understand that this is not vanity, impulse, or restlessness. It is a sign of deep, energetic synchronization. A sign that both of you are preparing for the next timeline. A sign of spiritual severance. You are not just changing your appearance. You are cleansing your field. You are honoring his awakening. You are releasing the past from your physical body. You are stepping into the identity that matches your future union. If this resonates with you, seal this revelation with intention. Write "severance" in the comments to affirm the closing of the old timeline. If you've made it this far, it means you are not just listening. You are awakening alongside the truth being revealed in your own body. Take a moment to breathe and feel into what has surfaced for you. Have you felt this urge to cut your hair before a major shift? Have you gone through a moment where your outer change reflected an inner rebirth you couldn't yet name? I invite you to share your experience in the comments, because your story may help someone else recognize their own transformation. And if you prefer something simple, anchor your intention now by typing, "I release what no longer belongs to my path." Let this be your affirmation, and your signal to the universe that you are ready for the next stage of your journey. Section 6. Non-synchronous growth of the big toenails. Among the most unusual yet profoundly meaningful signs on your twin flame journey is the quiet, easily overlooked shift that appears in the growth pattern of your big toenails. At first glance, it may seem like a trivial physical oddity, one nail growing rapidly, thick and strong, while the other feels fragile, slow, or prone to breaking. But nothing occurring in your divine feminine vessel is random. Your body is a living compass, a spiritual indicator designed to mirror the energetic truth of the connection. And in this case, your toenails are revealing something unmistakably important about his awakening. In spiritual symbolism, the toes govern direction, movement, and the forward trajectory of life. They are the anchors that touch the earth with every step, translating your inner alignment into physical motion. When your big toenails begin to grow at completely different rhythms, your body is signaling an energetic split, a moment when his soul and his physical life are developing at two very different speeds. The nail that grows quickly, strongly, and consistently represents the accelerated evolution of his spiritual path. This is the part of him that is awakening, expanding, increasing in clarity and strength. It reflects the higher self that has already said yes to truth, yes to healing, yes to transformation. This part of him is rising quickly, shedding density, connecting to purpose, and remembering who he truly is. Meanwhile, the slow-growing, easily damaged, or irregularly shaped nail symbolizes the reality he still inhabits in the 3D world, the part of his life tied to obligations, responsibilities, outdated logic, fear of change, or the pressure to maintain a version of himself that no longer fits. The lagging nail is the weight of his physical world attempting to keep pace with the speed of his awakening, but struggling to match it. It is the evidence of friction, the resistance between who he is becoming and the environment he has not yet fully outgrown. This imbalance is not a flaw. It is a profound revelation. Your feet are showing you the truth of his internal conflict, the tension between his expanding soul and the life he must dismantle piece by piece. He is walking two timelines at once. One foot is already stepping into alignment with destiny, while the other remains partially tethered to a past that is dissolving. Your body is feeling, translating, and expressing this energetic tug-of-war. If you pay close attention, you may even notice the physical sensations accompanying this phase. Uneven pressure in your steps, slight imbalance when standing, or a subtle awareness that one side of your body feels more grounded than the other. These sensations are not coincidences. They are your nervous system mirroring the energetic imbalance within him. Your body does not lie. It senses the split before the mind can process it. This phase is temporary but deeply transformative. As his spiritual awakening intensifies, the nail that once lagged behind will begin to strengthen. Its growth will stabilize, its fragility will fade. The two nails, symbolic of his two internal timelines, will gradually realign, and when this happens, it marks something extraordinary. His energies have synchronized, his soul and physical life have merged, and he is finally walking one unified path, a path that leads directly toward you. This is the moment when the separation between his awakened identity and his earthly circumstances dissolves. His steps become clear, his direction becomes certain. His energy becomes aligned with the destiny of reunion. Your body, as the sensitive receiver of this mirrored connection, confirms it long before he speaks it aloud. If you are experiencing this sign, do not ignore it. Honor it. Your body is communicating a sacred truth that many miss. This is not merely a physical phenomenon. It is a spiritual message written in your cells. To anchor this alignment into your timeline, write alignment in the comments. Your intention strengthens the merging of his energies and accelerates the path that leads both of you home. Section 7. The temporary dulling of beauty and vitality. As your divine masculine moves through the deepest corridors of his awakening, he eventually reaches a stage that many refer to as the dark night of the soul. And during this phase, you may notice unexpected and sometimes unsettling changes in your own physical appearance. Your skin may suddenly lose its natural glow, becoming dull or uneven. You might experience breakouts that feel unusual for you, small pimples, clusters of irritation, or random flare-ups that seem to have no clear physical cause. Your hair may lose its shine or softness, becoming dry, flat, or strangely lifeless, even when your routine has not changed. And perhaps most noticeably, your eyes, the windows of your soul, may temporarily lose their brightness, their sparkle, their usual sense of warmth and clarity. These changes can feel confusing, frustrating, or even alarming at first. They may make you question your energy, your confidence, or the balance within your own spiritual path. But the truth is far more profound and far more sacred than simple appearance changes. What you are experiencing is not deterioration. It is not a loss of beauty. It is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It is mirroring a direct reflection of what your divine masculine is purging inside himself. During your own awakening, your body also went through this exact process. You released emotional density through your physical vessel, and much of it showed itself through the face rashes, breakouts, dullness, inflammation, fatigue, and changes in radiance. Your divine masculine is now walking through that same fire. He is confronting his layers of shame, his old conditioning, the fears he buried, the identities he clung to, and the emotional debris that accumulated over years or even lifetimes. As he sheds these internal weights, the energetic overflow rises into your shared field, and because your body is the receiver in this connection, you process and display the imbalance physically. This is why these changes come on suddenly. This is why they feel foreign. This is why you cannot trace them back to any skincare issue, hormonal shift, lifestyle habit, or environmental trigger. They are not coming from you. They are coming through you. You are holding the field steady while he releases what no longer belongs to him. Your skin's dullness mirrors his inner confusion. Your breakouts mirror his internal eruptions. Your tired eyes mirror his emotional exhaustion. Your lack of vitality mirrors the temporary collapse of his old identity. And yet, this stage is not permanent. It does not last long. In fact, it often moves quickly once you recognize what is happening. Just as the darkest hour appears right before dawn, the dulling of your beauty is the final signal that his purge is nearing completion. Once these energies clear through your shared system, something extraordinary happens. Your radiance returns not as it was before, but brighter. Your skin glows not just physically, but energetically. Your hair softens as your field stabilizes into harmony. Your eyes sparkle with a clarity and depth only awakened souls carry. Your entire presence becomes lighter, stronger, more magnetic. And simultaneously, he rises with you. His energy becomes clearer, his emotions settle, his inner truth sharpens, his confidence deepens. A new version of him emerges, one aligned with purpose, anchored in truth, and ready to step forward. This temporary dimming is not the end. It is the rebirth before the rebirth, the universe preparing both of you to shine again, but this time, in full synchronization. Section 8. Sudden, hard-working energy and purpose. As your divine masculine reaches the final stage of his awakening, a profound and unmistakable shift occurs within your own field. A shift that feels like someone has suddenly turned on the engines of your entire being. Laziness disappears, resistance dissolves. The heaviness that once made tasks feel overwhelming is replaced by a sharp, focused, almost unstoppable drive to work, build, create, and commit. It is as though an ancient switch inside you has been flipped, activating a level of determination and discipline you may not have accessed in years. You wake up with purpose. Ideas flow effortlessly. Tasks that once felt draining now feel meaningful. You organize your environment, refine your priorities, and move through your day with a sense of clarity and intention. Your productivity increases rapidly, not in a frantic or chaotic way, but in a deeply grounded and structured manner. You become goal-oriented without forcing yourself, committed without struggle, disciplined without burnout. You feel called to build something stable, meaningful, and lasting in your life. This surge of energy does not come from nowhere. It is a direct reflection of the transformation happening within your divine masculine. When he steps into the builder archetype, he enters the phase where masculine essence becomes fully activated, decisive, reliable, anchored, and ready to construct the life he has long avoided. His energy no longer disperses into distraction, avoidance, escapism, or emotional paralysis. Instead, it channels itself into stability, financial grounding, long-term vision, and preparation for the future he intends to share with you. He is no longer running from his purpose. He is running toward it. He is no longer afraid of responsibility. He embraces it. He is no longer fragmented. He is focused. He is no longer uncertain. He is building. And because your connection functions through a shared energetic field, you feel his rise as your own. His discipline becomes your renewed structure. His ambition becomes your motivation. His clarity becomes your momentum. Your body and mind synchronize with the vibration of a masculine energy that is no longer in conflict with itself, but aligned with purpose, truth, and forward movement. This is one of the strongest signs, and often the final confirmation, that he is preparing the 3D foundation necessary for permanent reunion. Masculine awakening is not complete until it becomes tangible, until it manifests in consistent action, grounded responsibility, stable effort, and a vision for the future that extends beyond self-preservation and into shared destiny. When you suddenly feel compelled to clean your space, restructure your routine, organize your finances, plan long-term goals, or work harder than ever before, it is because he is doing the same internally and externally. When you feel ready to build, it is because he is finally building. When you feel focused and determined, it is because his masculine architecture is locking into place and pulling your shared field toward union. This is not random motivation. It is not a temporary spark. This is union energy stabilizing. This is purpose awakening. This is the masculine preparing, with full awareness, for you. And when this sign appears, know that you are standing at the threshold of the life you were always meant to co-create, a life built on intention, grounded in truth, and aligned with the sacred blueprint of your twin flame connection. As we reach the end of today's message, I want you to take a slow breath and truly feel the magnitude of what your body has been trying to show you. These 8 physical manifestations are not random discomforts, mood shifts, or biological coincidences. They are sacred signals, living proof that your divine masculine is no longer wandering in confusion or hiding behind fear. He is awakening. He is remembering. He is stepping forward with a clarity that his soul has been preparing for lifetimes. Every symptom you felt was a message. The sudden lightness in your body, the nights when sleep would not come, the surge of focused masculine drive, the waves of inner heat, the intense purging, the urge to release what no longer belongs, the imbalance as energies realign, the forward momentum you can feel even when he is silent. These are milestones of his spiritual maturity, markers of his surrender, and confirmations that the separation cycle is dissolving right before your eyes. Your physical vessel has not been suffering, it has been speaking. It has been translating his transformation through sensations that only the divine feminine can perceive with such precision. Your body has always been the bridge, the receiver, and the barometer of the union's timeline. And now, it is telling you one thing with absolute certainty. He is nearing the final phase of his journey toward you. His higher self has already chosen the path. His heart is already aligning. His energy is already preparing to meet yours in truth. You are being attuned for union spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. This is the moment just before the horizon clears, the moment when destiny sharpens into form. If this resonates with what you have been feeling in your own body, I invite you to anchor this truth by commenting below the affirmation. I open my heart to sacred union. Let this sentence be your signal to the universe that you are ready, receptive, and aligned with the next chapter of this connection. Thank you for arriving here, for giving your energy to this sacred space, for listening with an awakened heart, and for walking this rare spiritual path with such courage. If this message brought you clarity, validation, or calm, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who may need these insights, and subscribe so you never miss the deeper transmissions that guide you closer to your reunion. And do not leave just yet. The next video below is the continuation of this journey, the guidance you need to prepare your energy for the merging that is approaching. Until our paths cross again, keep your frequency high, keep your heart open, and keep your soul steady.